half glass full today,
yes,
right?
Which is much better.
But this is interesting, considering this is coming from a country under martial law after last year's military coup.
Yeah, it's very
And
strange.
they're still happy?
Yeah, you know, I think as you're looking at unemployment and inflation, those two things, and unemployment for Thailand, ridiculously low, 0.6%. And you take a look at and you ask the officials there, and they say it's mostly because of the structural problems there, because agriculture, huge in Thailand, make about 40% of the population in it, and it sucks up laborers overall. For the most part, they say that people can always find a job and do something on their own. If they enter, let's say you lose your job in a bank, you can work for your dad's farm for 1 hour a week and still be considered employed.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
So underemployed still seems employed in Thailand there. But in terms of developed nations and standards there, Thailand still has a long way to go. But let's take a look at the rest of the list there. Thailand #1, Switzerland #2. Also pretty unusual given the headlines we've seen recently there. But again, the country's working age consumers there, only 3.3% likely to be unemployed this year. And economists expect nearly a 1% drop in prices for 2015, which can help cushion the franc and the surge that we've seen after they took off the peg. And it's already a very wealthy country overall. The IMF says ranks at #4 in terms of richest countries, and based on gross domestic product per capita, ranked #4 in the world as well. Let's talk about Japan. They also have a battle with deflation that we've seen since the 90s there. It's only started to fade now, and they see about 1% inflation this year. Unemployment numbers showing some progress, rate to set further to 3.5%. But the shocking thing, too, Hong Kong, in terms of per capita GDP, ranked #2 in this list overall.
Really?
Yeah.
You can walk in the streets of Hong Kong.
Strange.
Not that happy.
Yeah, and #7, China, rose 2 spots from last year, too. Relatively subdued inflation, unemployment.
Well, I mean, if you take a look at unemployment and inflation, sure. But what about cost of living?
Yeah.
I mean, this is still one of the most expensive cities to live in the world.
Not as expensive as Singapore, apparently.
Exactly.
According to the Economist Intelligence Unit, they came out with their report. They maintain the global ranking second year in a row as the costliest city in terms of higher prices, from wines to cars. They beat out, actually, Angie, Paris, Oslo, Zurich, and Sydney. Home prices surged to records in recent years. Transport costs 3 times higher than New York City. Pretty shocking there. It's also the most expensive place to buy clothes, apparently, globally. So
that's why they all come here for the
we don't
bargains.
go shopping in Singapore. Yeah.
Although they have some good stuff.